my Adult Swim fans out there? All right.
6 people.
6 people.
We don't need mics.
I was going to say, this is the last time you will probably hear me speak for the next 45 minutes. Dana, how are you? This is the first time I've seen you
Yeah.
today.
I like your shirt.
Thank you. With the Galaxy theme?
Yeah, very good. Oh, one of them Roosevelts.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I still didn't find the Jellystone, but I got one in there. Got one somewhere. Oh God.
Dave, how are you?
So Adult Swim's
great.
really gone downhill since we've
Britt,
been gone, right?
hi. Oh, you know these 2 guys too? Jesus. Yeah, he did.
Well, welcome.
Come on in.
Hello.
We have enough time for to literally
We don't have any
ask
pure
everyone,
vodka, do we? I
every
just gotta
single
keep
person
drinking
in
this.
here a personal question.
Yes.
And get an in-depth, sorry. Oh, you're moving up, okay. I thought you guys were leaving. Which is also fine. Yeah, I would say right now, if anybody wants to just leave, that's totally fine.
No.
We'll feel bad a little bit.
They're-
Anyone
They're precious.
but Milo wants to leave, there's no problem with that. This is our only panel all weekend. I'm so upset about this. We got one.
Well, I mean, if we had 2 panels this weekend, there'd be half the people. I mean,
That's true. Yeah, right. If we had to thin this
We had
crowd
nightmare.
out over
Yeah.
3 or 4 panels,
yeah.
eventually we're talking it's just us playing one guy. We're playing one game of Uno, and have a weird Uno bracket tourney, getting to the end of it all.
But
We're having
this
fun,
is
aren't
more
we?
people that came to my table, at least.
I guess Carl didn't come. I mentioned to
Carl who?
Carl.
Your character?
No. Carl Jones, who we were talking to when we first got here.
Oh, I thought you were doing some bit is Carl here?
I know, me
I
too.
don't know. Let's see.
Wait a minute.
Oh!
It's our old friend.
I saw 3 episodes, and that's what I thought.
No, Carl was the voice of what's the name?
He was the
Zuccotti
vo-
Manicotti.
Carl was the
Manicotti,
voice
yes.
of Dave.
There's wait a minute. Hold on. Don't shrink down, Ghost. You're already a ghost.
Come
I'm trying
on
to remember
up,
your name.
come
Hold
on
It's-
up.
It's wait a minute. Don't say it. It's a D-A-W-G. No, wait. D. It's a G on the end and a D on the front.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Doogie, but Doog. Yes, Doogie. I'm just trying to remember people's names. There's, the Maniac,
he came to your table.
Britt.
Or they came to your table. They came to your
Yeah,
table.
wait a minute.
I can't see. I
Yes.
can't see gender from anywhere, by the way. But certainly not from
You know
here.
what? That's so noble of you to no longer see gender.
Oh, but I see
It's so
color,
nice.
though. I see color.
Oh, yeah, full Technicolor,
Wow.
but no gender.
Wow, do I see color.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, so you're broad.
Marshall's here now. Marshall, thank you. Let's see.
Is there anyone? Is
Wendy?
there anyone in this room you don't know?
I don't think he's ever really known me.
I mean, I never really know anybody, but I know them. We used to take the bus together.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of stuff.
But please moderate. I mean, this is out of hand.
Yeah, by the way, if anybody got any questions, just
Wait,
you know,
I told
just
him
ask
to
somebody next to
moderate,
you
not
because you're all sitting in a group of know-it-alls. They'll all tell you whatever you need to know.
So we do have a microphone right here. It is a
Oh.
live microphone. So I usually say, please don't make us regret it. But we give Dana a microphone, so
Yeah.
it doesn't get any worse than
Wait
that.
a minute.
Come on,
What's
it
that
gets
supposed
worse
to
than
mean?
Dana. What am
Dino,
I? Chopped
yeah.
liver?
I can do this. What's that supposed to? The God mic. Remember the? I remember
Is
this.
that the cup you pee in usually?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Always. I bring it. This is a con tip. You wait in one of them big lines to get that shatter panel.
You know, I used to think when I looked at
Tony's back, everybody.
when
Lot
I-
more
when-
than wine.
when I looked on the pamphlet and it was only 45 minutes, I thought that's too short. But I don't know. Now I'm thinking no.
Maybe a little
about
extra.
20 minutes too long.
A little
Yeah.
padded for
Yeah.
my taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're running out of names to mention.
Yeah, well, Tony just got here. That gave us another 3 or 4 minutes. And he got for everybody. Well, for solid guys. Of course, you two accepted. Like, I don't care. Strings attached, bring it on. I don't care what's on the other end of that string. I'll get me a free IPA.
37.
More minutes.
36, 59, 36.
We've only been here for 7 minutes. Seems like 25 minutes.
I'm going to let you guys see this.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now you know the kind of pressure we feel when we're up here. Looking at that thing just staring us in the face.
It's not that long. It's not that long.
Yeah. It's like Oppenheimer watching that countdown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just come up to the
I mean, we
mic.
could bring
Or
it
just,
to you.
I mean, scream it out, whatever you would.
Yes. Mike right here. Hello. What's your name?
My name's AC.
Who's the question for?
It's kind of a question for all of you.
I'm going to tell you, you did it right. I'm going to tell everybody else.
No.
Make sure it's for everybody. Dino gets a little prickly when it's specifically for one person. Unless it's for Dino. That's fine. Just to keep the mood light.
It's true.
Yeah. And I mean that in a nurturing, caring way, of course. Don't twist my arm.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Twist your balls.
So my name's AC, and my question
Please
is...
don't twist my balls during this.
You let her
Yeah,
talk.
let's not. Let's not twist anyone's balls. My question is, what is your weirdest story from your time at Adult Swim?
I think this panel
moment.
right now.
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, what's going on? Is the network dead?
Or getting sold off or something.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
some conglomerate bought all of it, and now they're... Dave knows. You know more than...
No, I don't. No.
But I
I
mean,
don't
like,
have a
you
clue.
read-
What
you
makes you
read
think
more-
I like?
Well, no, like you read more about it and stuff. Like,
The weirdest story I have is I when Moral Oral first started, we could go down the line. When
Okay.
Moral Oral first started, I went to look at the promos, and all the names were wrong in the promo of the
Oh, no.
characters. And I said to the guy who made the promo, really sweet guy, I said, you know, they're wrong. I love the promos, but they're hilarious, but the names are wrong. He's like, oh, I should have looked at the script. I had the scripts and I didn't look.
Oh, no.
And then I talked to like one of the head of what was his name? He was the head of development. Head of development guys. And I'm like, I don't want to get this guy in trouble. He's really sweet. I just think it's funny that he got all the names wrong. He's like, I know he got them all wrong. And I'm like, why didn't you say anything? He's like, he's such a nice guy.
and the thing is, it went to air. It was
Like
they-
it couldn't.
Oh,
Have, like
no.
it couldn't have been fixed.
It went to air wrong.
Yeah,
Oh,
they did
no.
it incorrectly on the air.
Yeah, yeah.
Like not fixed before.
Yeah.
No.
That's when I knew that was the network for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to beat that Boston Moonanite bomb thing. But
yeah.
I do remember like early on going to take a piss in the bathroom at the urinal, and some guy coming up right next to me and is like, "Hey man, congratulations! You really pulled that meatball shit out of the fire." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I had to sell ads on that thing for what a turd." And I was like,
Oh, my God.
"Yeah."
I like your meatball hat, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
His wife.
Yeah, I'm
Meatball.
wearing it.
Yeah.
I'm wearing it out tonight to restaurants and
Yeah.
Excellent.
Meet me at Morton's. I'll have the meat steak.
I'll be the prime rib. Yeah, and I have the Leonese potatoes.
I never noticed that Dana's impression of his daughter is meatwad.
Yeah, it's like a truncated. It's like different. I think this is just what struck me. We had like a little premiere party kind of thing at some weird. You were there, Dino.
Did I throw food into the
No,
ocean?
no, but you were like, come over here. Just sit down by me. You're allowed to smoke in here. Just smoke in here. We had cigarettes sitting down on the
I don't
ground in the
even
bar.
smoke.
But the thing that stuck out to me was this weird place, and it was a long time ago. Don't worry about it. It was like before nobody smoked. We were there. It was like the premiere of Saul of the Mole Men
Oh God.
for a deep cut, and the premiere of Tim and Eric's awesome show. Great job.
Right. I remember that.
Oh, look at that. You say that one, and they're all like, ah. Now watch this. Saul the Mole Man.
Crickets
But
love that show.
They premiered the first night, and I was like, man, you feel this in the back. You're like, we're going to win. We're going to absolutely be the greatest show. Because it's so weird. It's like Sid and Marty Krofft and stupid and all that stuff. And then, like, John C. Reilly's there because he's Steve Brule. That was like, oh, that's kind of a peg down on our keeping points kind of thing. And then, like, they showed Saul the Mole Man. Everybody's like, the fuck? People who were even worked on it were like, the fuck? And then, like, awesome show, great job. Like, oh, I'm like, wow, this is amazing. This is a great show. This is like stupid and crazy. But what I remember is we're sitting around. It was a weird place that had it had a weird open air area. It was on like Highland in between, past Hollywood, north. Sorry, we're talking Hollywood. Past
but why do we
past
care?
Hollywood, but before you get to the valley, there was like a weird kind of, I don't know what kind of space it was, but
I'm bored.
Some bum from further up on the hill threw a full Sprite double big gulp down into the like open air gazebo area where people were standing, and there was this girl who, I don't know who she was. She was all dressed like with Botox lips and all this stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. But then, like, Tim and Eric went, this is our intern, and he kind of looked like Matt Foster. He's a real big guy, and
How
he's
much time
talking
we
to
have
this.
left?
He's talking to this woman who's like the girlfriend of somebody. She didn't work on the show, and he goes, hup, and the guy with him goes, not again, and he goes, hup, and then he goes, but, and like bright neon pink vomit comes out.
Oh no.
All over this girl in the white dress who's somebody's, like a producer's girlfriend or something. And like a
Was this
spot.
Matt Foster that did
It
this?
looked like Matt Foster,
Oh.
but it was not Matt Foster.
I thought you said
and
Bananas
then it was
Foster.
like,
Did
I'm
she
so
throw up
sorry,
Bananas
I'm
Foster?
much better now. And this girl was like, I mean, it's scarring if someone were to projectile vomit all over you.
Yeah.
It was all liquid, but I was like, oh shit. And I got a little spot on my shoe, and I was like, motherfucker. And then I looked over, and this lady's like dripping like a candle wax like thing. And I was like, I'm still gonna be pissed off about this little spot on my shoe a little bit. And that mother, are there kids here? That motherfucker stayed the
an
rest of the
Adult
night.
Swim panel.
He stayed the rest of the night.
Are
and
there
kept-
any little motherfuckers here?
Excuse me. Any little motherfuckers in the house?
I just did that joke.
You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, no. I like to say it again. No,
Thank
no,
you
it's
very
just
much.
I
Well,
like
he's
him.
got a better delivery.
No,
than
no, no.
I
I
do.
like him. No, I appreciate it.
All right, next question.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey there. This is more touching on Aqua Teen because Aqua Teen seemed to be like
I
one
think
of the
I can
more,
answer that question.
Cool. Well,
This is Dino.
definitely more kind of really out there, off the wall stuff.
Yes.
Just went
I made
all, went all over the place there.
made one.
But
Did you hear me? I made one.
yeah. What were the limits, if any, given to you on Aqua Teen?
Obviously, no limits whatsoever. That
Wow.
fucking show was out of control.
Anything you could do for under $37.
You're wearing like a catcher.
So we better.
Hip hop,
Yeah,
1884.
A little rascal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Spanky.
Yeah, I think that was our original tagline, ad tagline, no limits. With a Z. Yeah, no, really, just the $37 budget.
Wow.
Yeah.
That cheap.
Yeah, well, yeah, and we could only have three mouths, so we couldn't use the O mouth. So if we had a lip
Explain
flap,
what that means, though.
well,
'cause
when you ever lip flap somebody's voice on a cartoon, they have like 7 mouths.
But if
you
they
know.
said hello, it would look like this. Hella. Right?
Yeah, it would just
It wouldn't
so
go, oh.
our characters talk like that.
What if they whistled? What would happen?
Uh,
They couldn't do an
people
O-mouth.
just thought it was just a really melodic
like-
fart.
or like those people have like that tooth lisp. So I'm gonna talk to you about something I gotta say.
We had Frylock floated because we couldn't afford to have him walk. And that's why Shake waddled. And Meatwad rolled even though his face stayed stationary because that defied physics, but that was the only way we could afford to do it.
Nice. Wow. That made it a hit.
I feel like
Yeah,
there
that was it. How they moved. That's what really triggered audiences.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Don't hog it.
Don't hog.
So, just out of curiosity, because you guys weren't just on Adult Swim, you guys were on Adult Swim in like 2002 when the only thing were like South Park and Family Guy. So, what were you guys' thoughts when you're like going to do this new project for basically cartoons that were made for stoners?
Was that a question?
Yeah, I don't understand a thing.
What was it?
What was your idea? Basically, what were you guys' first thoughts of being part of Adult Swim, like when it was first created?
That's more you guys, because I came in a couple of years
Not me.
later.
That's only Dave.
Well, I was happy to have a job. I mean, but it was my job. I mean, I came from working on Space Ghost, which was like my boss's, basically his fucking hobby, and I was like, that's my career, this guy's hobby. And, so I was very fortunate, and, the woman I ended up marrying, but we were just dating at the time, I showed her the pilot for Aqua Teen, and like a year later, she confessed. She was like, "I did not think there was a future there. My father thought that was problematic for you as a career." So I don't know. I went that, but the great thing about it was I wasn't really. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it. I don't think any of us were Well,
There
you
wasn't a
might
lot
have. You had a lot. I mean, you did all sorts of cool stuff. This was just, I was working at a network that just happened to start Adult Swim, and I just happened to be there. I was just very lucky. I was right there, right when this was happening.
I remember being in my favorite bar and seeing an Adult Swim poster before Mortal Laurel was on, and I was like, wow, what the fuck is that?
Do you remember, though, like, we had this party, and we brought everybody down?
Yeah.
The ice storm.
Where for the ice storm?
Yeah.
No, that was a lot of
/
fun.
ice storm.
Yeah, we all went down to Atlanta, and there was an ice storm, and we drank.
First, there
all
was
weekend.
the shrimp oil.
Yeah.
Mike Laza.
And we couldn't go home. It was great.
Yeah, it was like the first time they had a bunch of kind of new shows and new guys working on shows that weren't necessarily in Atlanta. So Mike Laza wanted to bring all the show creators to Atlanta.
Can I though say, like, we sold a shit ton of DVDs, like more than and it was like we didn't realize. And the guy who did the DVD, who sold the DVDs out of Adult Swim was like, "You guys are selling some DVDs," like, and then we were like, "We want a party." And then Lazo said, "Well, if we're having a party, we're going to bring everybody in." So that party was going to happen for 30 people. And then Lazo was like,
imagine how much more booze you would have had.
And
If
also,
I
like,
wasn't
yeah,
there, first of all.
that party for the 30 people was they bought 30 Ferraris,
"No, but
engines running.
my memory of that party was coming out to my car the next day, very hungover, and there's 5 pounds of barbecue that I had loaded onto because I was like, this barbecue's going to waste. And then I just skidded my car home,
I think we were just drinking mostly. Yeah.
just a floorboard full of just pulled
made
pork.
Jay did a whole but they brought all the show creators out. People had never met each other, and certainly like Dino and
That was the first time I met.
Tim and Eric were there,
Yeah.
and Christy Caracas from Super Jail, the Robot Chicken guys. I remember one guy, I don't remember who it was, but they worked at Adult Swim, but they had this, they were working on a show that was it was sort of like I'm Not Rappaport for all the theater fans out there. It was like two old fuckers at an old age home. Sorry, Marshall and Marshall parent.
Coffin Dodgers?
If I said that. I don't know. But it was Judd Hirsch from Taxi as the old Jewish guy, and most exciting, actually the voice of it, Rudy Ray Moore, Dolomite, as the voice of the other old guy, and like they were
Or as Trump calls him, Delemity.
Dolomity, right?
Yes.
I wasn't ready for that. You're stone-faced.
I've been waiting to tell that joke for 4 years now.
4 years you've been waiting for somebody to bring up Rudy Ray Moore Dolomite.
Yeah.
And hoping that Kamala Harris was running for president so you could use that. It was a perfect storm.
I know, I couldn't believe it.
And we only got 12 people here. Look at it, wasted. But
You know, if you
The
tell
best-
12 friends and they tell 12 friends, it'll be all over the
the
world.
best 12 people
Yeah.
that could be here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for cutting him off.
Hi, this is a question specifically for Dino. I remember reading a bunch about specifically because Moral Oral mentions religion a lot. Like you had some like weird censorship moments from Adult Swim. Did you have a favorite example of that?
Yeah, they didn't like it when we mentioned abortion. There was one where Oral goes through a haunted house, and one of the areas was like an abortion clinic or something like that. And I can't remember what the joke was. It was probably better than that. But they're like, you can't do it. You know, we're in the Bible Belt, and I'm like, okay. So I made it a racist joke instead, and they loved it because they're from the South. So everyone was afraid of black people. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Adult Swim. Are you sad that you asked that question?
Can I say we had an episode of Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, and we were about to shoot it, and Satan had brought all the aborted fetuses to hell because for natural reasons they had not been christened, but also he made sure everyone had a gun because he wanted to make sure that everyone could protect themselves.
Right.
And Lazo called me on Christmas Eve. Like, we're going to shoot this in a little over a week. And he's like, you can have guns or abortions, but you cannot have both.
No no abortion by gun.
And we had all these cute little fetus puppets. Like, we paid a lot of money for these fetus puppets.
Do you think it was because he was at the Christmas Eve services at his church and suddenly thinking about the episode?
We came in and we both gave him a copy of Twin Peaks on DVD and pretended like...
Lazo's notes to me were like, after the second season got a little more serious, he's like, man, I need more piss, I need more sperm. He had a note, Dan Harmon told me, for Rick and Morty. He's like, in Rick's office or wherever his lab, I want to see a clock there. And Dan said, why? He's like, I just like to know what time it is. And Dan said, tell you what, I'll put a clock in there if you talk to your psychiatrist and ask him why you want a clock there.
Hello.
I also have a question specifically for Dino.
Yeah.
Could you talk a little bit about what the makeup process for becoming Starburns was like? Did you go method for that character? Like, what's the...
Yeah, I'm naturally ugly, thank you. But I did my own sideburns myself. The makeup people did it on the first episode, and they looked like weird starfish. Like, you know, they were all kind of like...
Yeah, star-shaped, yeah.
And so after that, I would shave them myself. And someone actually came up to a table today and said, it was weird, they were always different. The makeup people always did something. No, that was me being a drunk. I always like shaved them differently. It was very realistic. Go sit down.
Fuck David Zaslav.
Yeah. Fuck who? Saskoff? Who's Saslav?
Sasquatch.
Who?
Oh. Even he doesn't know who he is. I don't mean you. I mean that guy we're
David
talking about
Zaslav doesn't know who he is.
David Skazgalov.
Oh.
Yeah. Is moral orals on Max, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
I have
Well-
no idea where it is.
Oh, Tony's. Yeah, you have a good question about that, right? Not now.
Wait.
Wait
next.
your turn. Wait your turn. No,
Next, no,
no.
next.
All right.
Everyone must wait.
All right. I was wondering if you could insult me in your respective characters' voices.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, we can.
Yes.
That's my voice.
Did you just say yes, ma'am?
Yeah. That's about it for
I
me.
get that every time.
Yeah, but you don't look like a woman like he does. It's not, but he feels it.
It ain't an insult to be a woman. Let me tell you something. I love broads.
Canceled in San Jose. That's why we're only doing one. They
Not-
said,
I mean,
Not
doing
this
one
one. He's a
panel.
little flat
I mean,
chested. But
cancel follows me around, baby.
It's like in Christmas Carol where it's like whatever in hunger under his robe. They follow you at cancellation and Me Too. Well, not Me Too, just canceled, waiting for some crumbs.
There's a few Me Too's out there.
there's nothing wrong with you that
Yours are me
that's a
also.
military school and maybe, a tour in Afghanistan wouldn't fix. You just gotta, you gotta grow up.
Or
right?
a hard year at Chico State Penitentiary.
I'm so glad Dana and I had a little conversation so you could think of all that.
They'll come out with all those.
Well, Dana, you got to do Master Shake now.
I'm not here to be a puppet.
You're a
No,
monkey.
do
You're
it
a dancing monkey.
Do it as chowder. Or
Yeah.
do it as your
Hey,
character
little
from Chowder.
buddy. What mother doesn't like you best? You look like a pair of schnarfberries that I crapped out yesterday. Is that your face or did your neck throw up? Why don't you sit on some, press your face into some dough so we can make some asshole cookies? Try to, I don't know.
Okay,
what
sit down, you piece of shit now.
You're welcome. And also, you're welcome.
Howdy, fellas.
Tony,
Good to see you again, Dana.
ask that question about the.
Do I have to, though?
No.
Can I
Yeah.
have two?
He only has
Dave will
one
know.
question.
Dave will
I have
know.
all right, well, if I only have
And
one.
it'll be real quick.
No, you can
can
have
ask
two
two. You
questions.
can ask
Two
two.
questions. Wait,
All
look.
right, I was complaining that...
You one question, then have him, and then you go
Oh, yeah.
for a third.
But
All
you
right,
got
all
when you guys switch,
All right.
you gotta hold hands. You gotta do a little hoedown skip in a circle and a half, a rondelay they call it.
And
You do
tickle
the
each other's
rondelay.
balls while you do it.
Yeah.
I mentioned to
Alaman
Dana
fourth.
that there were some Aqua Teen episodes missing from Max,
The ones they
and he
ones they
said it
won't
was a
let
couple of them.
on anymore. All I know is
I knew-
Shake Like
yeah.
Me is not on. They removed it from existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even
That's
find it
I
on
don't
YouTube.
think I don't think the Dickisode.
No, that one's
no,
on
it's
there.
there. Plenty of dick.
With the dicks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
really?
they blur out.
Dickisode's there.
They
All
blur
the
out
hand
the dick
banana.
rocket ship, but all that stuff is there.
Yeah, like,
the only one I knew that
cool.
wasn't there was Shake Like Me, because me and my buddy like to say,
What
put
about
a
the
spell
to
on them
be
hoes.
continued episode?
That's there too.
Oh.
All these other things are there. That
All right, can we get to my real question?
no, wait a
now?
minute. Alamand, rondelay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Please, no, grab hands.
Hold
No,
hands.
grab hands. You can just grab
Tickle
fingers.
each other's balls.
Doesn't have to be. All right. Do a little one
Tickle
and a
each-
half time. Oh, that
All
was
right.
the lamest
You're not gonna
rondelay I've
tickle
ever
each
seen.
other's balls.
In my 50 years as a professional square dance caller, that's the worst rondelay I've ever seen.
I haven't rondelayed since
Yeah,
grade
okay.
school. Fourth grade. Yeah, well, yeah.
Leave her out of
It's
this.
about that time.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, my question was just at the MC Chris show in SF last night, and so question I guess is kind of the iterations of MCP Pants going through, his different reincarnations. I I guess the general question is just like, is there a favorite, or what was sort of your creative process in trying to come up with the next?
I mean, increasingly running out of ideas into less interesting permutations of
When
that
I first met
one
him,
character.
when I first met him, I only saw his name on my email, and I called him Mick Chris by mistake. I'm very old.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That first one, I guess. I don't know. That was, I mean,
Yeah, it was the same
pretty much the same premise every time.
All right.
Sit
Good
down,
answer.
please.
It's called an evergreen. It's the phrase.
Second question.
The whole thing you guys said about the dancing monkeys is going to come into play here. This one's specifically for David. Can we get some Carl guitar solo? Maybe some I Want to Rock Your Body in parentheses to the break of dawn?
Well, if you've studied the episode, and you clearly have, you would know that I am just barely legally doing the riff from Led Zeppelin's The Ocean. Wah, 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 wah. Billy wah, billy wah, wah, be do, buddy, wah, do, do, do. Poo, ba, da, da, poo, do, ba, poo, do, da, do, dee, 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 dee.
Thank you.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm picturing your children in their dorms with this viral video of their father. That's what my daughter does. See, they have no clue what we do with these things. And we do stuff like this.
Yeah, my daughter, I took her to Comic-Con once. She's like, Dad, look at everyone wearing every costume from every show except yours.
Every single show ever.
Yeah, every created.
Is that guy? Yeah, he was dressed like the Alka-Seltzer spokesman from the 50s.
Can you get me some Rick and Morty stuff?
Yeah.
Do you know Rick or Morty?
No,
Yes,
but
sir.
I know Meatwad. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
we know that.
No, we all know me what. We don't need.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
What's that? But you know he can do.
Meatwad in the death rattle.
I could do Minnie Mouse, but I gotta do Mickey Mouse
Yeah,
first.
this is my favorite. Wait a minute. Tito? Tito knows I love
It's not
Disney.
gonna be as funny
He
as
does.
him
He
laughing.
does the best Disney impersonations.
Yeah, well,
Mickey
here it
and
goes.
Minnie.
I gotta get into it by doing Mickey. Hi, everybody, how's it going? And now Minnie's higher.
But do it
Hi.
how you had done for my daughter. Like,
Hey, you fucking asshole! All right.
the first time you did it right out of the gate, we're like, Goofy, you fucking bitch! What are you?
I know, but there's adults here now. There's not enough kids to do that. But yes, sir.
Hello.
Hi, this question for Dino. I was wondering, obviously, in previous interviews, you've said that Moral Laurel didn't take inspiration from Davy and Goliath.
Not
but-
the writing.
Yeah, not the writing, of course, but I mean, obviously, with the claymation influence and the Christian themes, I mean, how much do you feel Davy and Goliath influenced Moral Laurel as opposed to, like, Leave It to Beaver?
I don't think much. I felt like it was an obvious way to go with stop motion. I didn't even think it was going to be a stop motion show. I just thought it was going to be. I wanted to do it with marionettes originally. That's cool. But then Robot Chicken had a studio, and they were off, and I was literally plugged in there so the studio wouldn't go under. So, so they had work to do, and so that's why it became stop motion. And I thought, well, the obvious way to go now is Davy and Goliath. So we geared some of the characters to look a little bit like those characters. But you know, if you look at Davy next to Oral, they're very different. Stop motion characters look similar no matter what. You know, there's a lot of similarities in that way. Dumb looking hands, yeah. Yeah, you have a microphone.
green.
talk into
I
it.
was saying that to you. That was a private.
Oh
moment.
yeah, that's just.
Yeah,
oh
no.
yeah, private. Okay, can you
Sorry,
guys
excuse
leave
me.
for a second? Dumb-looking hands.
Yeah, yeah.
And just want to say thank you. You also answered a second question of mine, so.
What was the second question?
It was how did you pitch Adult Swim on a stop motion show when the only other show was Robot Chicken? I feel like a lot of it is more traditional 2D animation.
Well, the pitch actually for Moral Oral, Nick Weidenfeld, I was meeting him for the first time, and I was like hungover and on coke and shit like that, and I was like, I was kind of like shaking, and I didn't know how to pitch, and he had just come from like he got into a car accident, so he was shaking, and I'm like, so this is this kid, and he's I don't know how to do this. He's like, just I'll pick up 12 episodes. Like literally, he was like, "Yeah, I trust you."
I love that you say you didn't know how to do this, but like he also, it's not like he was the head of development for
No,
40
he
years
knew
somewhere.
nothing.
Like he was like 12 years old.
No, I knew how to do it. I was just high. And
No, I
drunk
know,
and
but
and,
like
and
it's so
hungover and
ridiculous that it sounds like he's this storied professional of greenlighting things.
Well,
like,
I didn't.
It's all right, kid.
I didn't know who he was. No, yeah. You know.
Had you pitched it anywhere else?
Yeah, pitched it to like CBS. Literally, just went with Robert Smigel and I were pitching it around for a while because I was like, I have this idea, and he's like, sure, I'll executive produce it. And then we went to Adult Swim, and they said, yeah, we don't really have enough money for both of you. So Robert's like, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go fuck yourself.
That's how he means it in a nurturing, caring way.
Nurturing, caring way.
Don't twist his words.
I was just wondering how much time was left.
How dare you? Brett.
5 minutes and 30,
You know what?
29,
No,
28, 27.
No, I can answer it in the way Britt's asking. 1.5 more cans of wine.
No, I do have a real question. How do you guys
Oh.
come up with the voices that you create for your characters?
Experience, dreams, imagination. We're always observing. I'm always listening. Never stop listening.
He just does his own
Restaurants,
fucking voice.
Buses. Yeah. Here, you ready? Hi, it's me, Gazpacho from Chowder. And oh, wait, who's that knocking on the door? Hey, it's me, Scratch, from the Ghost of Molly McGee. And look who I'm with. Whoa, it's my old buddy, Master Shake. Hey, meet wide, you little rapscallion.
Oh, my God. I
Who's
can't
that over
believe he's
there? It's me, Granny. Not enough for you. Let's get to somebody else.
What about a tree shrub lawyer?
Guilty, guilty.
Thanks.
There's some other one that's President Breyer from the Venture Brothers. Alchemist. Yeah, hey, it's me, Graballa the Hutt. Star Wars universe.
You are
Same guy.
same guy.
Hey, try the buffet. That guy used to be so mad. We'd record Star Wars, and they would record me alone. I didn't know that it was because they always want me to improvise. But like, there's a guy with the Necronomicon from Star Wars. Okay, like
Necronomicon.
because they'd say like the encyclopedia.
That's not from Star Wars.
I
No,
don't
the
think so.
encyclopedia.
It's like the Book of the Dead.
No. This
Yeah.
guy's like big, long black fingernails, no hair, like bloodshot red
Is there
eyes.
a Necronomicon in Star Wars? Wikipedia?
Anyway,
Wikipedia?
this guy's the Star Wars master. He's from Lucasfilm. They send him down because sometimes what'll happen is, oh, we need a name of a planet they're heading to, and this guy will go like, Nyang, Meep, Zorp. It's like the people in Minority Report in the pool. They're like, there's 7 planets in this solar system you're talking about. It could be one of these 8 things. They have all the information, the canon, the Star Wars canon. So anything you say is from the Star Wars canon.
Have you ever seen Cannon, the police show?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
William
show about
Conrad.
a cop. The whole idea is he's fat.
It
He's
literally
just a
is.
fat cop.
He's
That's
always making food.
it. Yeah.
And Tommy like, you should try these Jamaican fritters. They're off the hook. They're incredible.
Yeah.
I made you some Greek salads.
And he literally sometimes stops criminals by
Oh,
belly hitting them.
his famous move.
It's not a joke.
Is he does this?
Yeah.
He belly busts.
It's
them.
not even a comedy.
Are you talking about Canon?
Canon.
Yeah.
I never watched it as a
Oh.
kid, but I'd always see the.
Oh yeah.
I know.
I would see the title sequence. And
We,
I'd go,
I
"I'm
never
not
watch it
watching
either,
this."
but
No.
a friend of ours
Wha-
does.
Our friend
He's-
Bob
yeah.
is obsessed with it. Oh no, he does the belly buster like every 4th episode. And it'll be like, you'll never catch me alive, Cannon. And then he'll like come up and just punch his gut in the other guy's stomach and knock him into a pile of empty boxes.
I think
that
they came
somehow-
up with it after Ironside because they're like, Ironside is in a wheelchair. He's handicapped. What's another good handicap? Oh, fatness.
Oh, fat.
Being
Yeah.
fat. A fucking fat fuck.
And back then, like William Conrad had like 15% body fat. He wasn't like he was like
yeah, but he gained
70s.
it. Oh yeah,
But he's always cooking
that series
and
was
talking
good for him.
about like it's great to watch. It's great.
It's on
But
me.
yeah,
it's
that,
on me
that
TV
Star
or
Wars
something.
guy, we used to make up stuff, and I was
1 minute and 30 seconds. We're really killing good time.
I
here.
would say like
With
I would say
Cannon.
like to like the guy John DiMaggio, I'm like, somebody hand me a space pen. I need to sign this contract. But like in the show, but then what that meant was like in this Star Wars
Oh, wait, there's a
Necronomicon
question.
Beelzebub thing.
Wait, we only have 1 minute and 13 seconds.
is like now like just a thing of space pen. And it's in there as like what
He's not
Grabal of the
listening.
Hutt used to
Just go
sign
ahead
the
and
contract
just start
for
talking.
his buffet restaurant.
Just a question for Dana.
Oh boy. We only have a minute left.
What is your most what is the voice that intimidates you the most? Like what role that is like intimidates you?
To listen or
like
to
to
do?
voice? Like to do.
My own voice.
He hates himself.
Yeah, I
and
do hate
that's
myself.
with
Good
40.
news, everybody.
39,
I think
38.
we have enough time to say goodnight, and we
Yeah.
love you so
Yes.
much.
Any last words for the next 30 seconds?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's
Anything
it.
else?
Carl? Any last words?
Yeah, congratulations. You made it to the end.
8 seconds.
Not for everybody. Whichever character, same voice. Does
Yes, you.
Your
That's it.